Is the AMX, the Brazilian AMX, worth buying it? Let's talk a little bit about it. Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah guys, we have here finally the Brazilian AMX. I really love this aircraft and I wanted to talk a bit about it. The question that I want to answer to you guys is that, is it worth to pay $70 for this thing? So what is this aircraft? Well, it's just another AMX, okay? It's nothing too different. There's three main differences between this one and the Italian one that is in the tech tree. The first one is the cannon. Instead of using the Vulcan, is actually using two DEFAs. Instead of using normal GBU-12s and other types of NATO standard bombs and rockets, it uses different types of them. You know, the Lizard bomb, some Brazilian-made low drag and high drag bombs, some different rockets. So yeah, that's one of the other differences. Of course, with the pod as well, it is using the Lightning II pod, which, if I'm not mistaken, it is a better pod than the CDLP, I think it's called, of the Italian, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong, but it's one of the best pods that we have. A lot of zoom, a lot of, resolution on the thermal camera, so it's a very, very good pod. And the third thing is obviously the Piranha missile, which is the highest G-turning missile in the game for IR missiles. So it is indeed an amazing, amazing dogfighting missile, although it doesn't have any IRCCM, so you do need to be careful with flares and other types of things, okay? So at the end of the day, what is this aircraft good at? Well, it is good at this, doing ground striking. This is why would you buy an aircraft like this, okay? But the thing is, don't expect it to be any different than the Italian one. Yeah, it has some differences here and there, but at the end of the day, it is pretty much the same, okay? So a good indication that you would love to buy this aircraft or not is that if you have already the AMX and love that thing, that would be one of the things, right? Other types of things that would incline you to buy something like this is obviously if you love Brazilian aircraft, if you love Brazil, if you are Brazilian, right? So it's kind of a niche down aircraft, I gotta be honest. It's nothing like an F-20 or, a MiG-21 Bison or anything like that as a premium. It's an aircraft that not a lot of people will probably buy it because it's very niche down. A lot of Brazilians bought it, so it will be kind of that. And the third type of people that I think actually would love to have this aircraft is, and it would probably be worth it, the $70, would be obviously the people that don't want to play the air battles to actually grind the Italian Tech 3 for air. There is people out there that don't play air battles and want to have something to grind the aircraft of a certain Tech 3 playing ground battles, and this is where the actual AMX shines. This is where it belongs. It's perfect, literally perfect for that. It's very cheap to spawn in. The pod is amazing. You can find any target at any place. It's an amazing pod, and the bombs are very, very good. So you get a lot of kills, like a lot of kills. It's very, very easy to get an enormous amount of kills with this thing. And of course, even the DEFAs, they're not bad cannons to attack light targets, and the Piranha can defend yourself. You have a lot of options of flares and chaff that you can use to actually defend yourself as well. So it's the perfect aircraft for a light attack aircraft in ground battles. It really, really is. So is it worth for these types of people? Yes, I think it is. Of course, always hear this as with a pinch of salt, with the idea that obviously, I still believe that $70 is a lot of money. I still believe that you gotta take into consideration obviously your financial situation. There's many things to talk about it here, obviously, but talking about it purely as a premium, yes, it's a very, very good premium, but don't expect this thing to be too different. It is an aircraft that has its drawbacks, and of course, all aircraft have some, but these ones, I gotta be honest, like an F-20, a MiG-21 Bison, will probably give you more money, more points overall for researching aircraft and stuff, because they can be used very, very successfully in an air battle. And we're gonna talk about it later, how this aircraft performs in an air battle, but at the end of the day, you cannot outrun the fact that this is a perfect CAS aircraft, not a fighter. Yes, you can try to do fighting, you know, air fighting with it. Obviously, it can defend itself, and it's okay at it. You know, it's nothing too crazy. But at the end of the day, it is not a fighter. It is a CAS aircraft. It's like taking in the A-10 and expecting to win every single dogfight that you take. Although these aircraft can do very well dogfights because of the low speed and the wing design and stuff. At the end of the day, it's not the perfect aircraft for that, obviously. I mean, I don't even have to say about that, right? But, like, look at this, for example, this next kill that I will get here. It's the perfect place for something like this. It's light, it's nimble, it's, you know, very small, so it's hard to look at. I went and attacked a helicopter there, and I was just kind of maintaining my distance. I knew my team was going to lose here. We didn't have the numbers, like we were outnumbered 3-1, something like that. So it was really, really bad for the game. But at the end of the day, we had still a chance of getting some kills, right? So I knew there was a very advanced AA system, the Ajude, I think it was, going there, and I just am looking for it, and I found something like rotating there, and I noticed that it was a radar. And look at what the pod can do. This is, you know, a very nimble and small aircraft. He was trying to find me. There was more aircraft, like AA systems there, but I still managed to get him by surprise and kill him with a very easy, you know, shot to the, like, with a bomb, right? So this is where I think it's perfect. If you take a look on it as a air battle kind of situation, it's not that good. It can't be that good, right? It's something that, I mean, it will be there. It can do well in certain situations, but at the end of the day, it has some drawbacks where it will lack, and there's nothing we can kind of do. And I just realized the Ajude is actually an RBS 70. It's not that good actually, but still, you know what I mean, right? And why is this aircraft not that great in air battles? Well, first of all, it's the speed. If you take bombs, for example, to get points destroying bases, you're gonna not kill bases because everybody's faster than you and everybody gets to the bases before you. If you try to use it as a fighter, well, it can do well, I guess, but it's more of a defensive aircraft. If you take only 2 Piranhas, I mean, and the DEFA, it's a aircraft that is kind of limited against the aircraft that you will be facing. There will be a lot of BVR, there will be a lot of better missiles, or more missiles at least. Maybe not better missiles than the Piranha, but like more of them. And the Piranha is a very, very easy missile to decoy. So at the end of the day, you ended up, like, if you want to get a lot of points out of this thing, I still believe that using it as a CAS and attacking targets of opportunity only would be the perfect grinding option with it, or just playing with it, you know. And with that, I mean, depends on the map, it depends on many, many instances. If you get attacked, you have plenty of chances to get killed, depending on the map and how your team is doing, so you're heavily dependent on your team. But it's amazing at that, right? And as a defense flying aircraft, I mean, yeah, it can beat certain aircraft in a dogfight, but the thing is that it loses a lot of energy very quickly, and then after that, it kind of becomes not a brick, but it's not really that good, okay? So at the end of the day, that's why I don't think this aircraft is basically not for everybody. It's a very, very fun aircraft. I love to fly this thing. Obviously, I would love to fly it, right? But it's okay only for the price of $70. And I just think that it maybe is too much to pay for an aircraft that is just okay. And again, I mean, I'm the most biased aircraft person to talk about this aircraft, right? I'm literally from the country that this aircraft is from. But I understand that it is kind of limiting on that regard. So take those things into consideration. Remember, just recapping a little bit, there are 3 people that I think should be getting these. The 2 main ones is obviously people that love Brazilian Air Force or Brazil in general because they're Brazilian or something like that, or the AMX, they love the AMX and stuff. And people that really want to grind the Italian air without playing too much with air battles. You know, these would be the two perfect aircraft actually players to get these aircraft actually. You know, so that's kind of my opinion on it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I honestly am eager to like know, because it's the first Brazilian aircraft, so I hope you guys enjoy the aircraft, right? Because for me it's like the most fun I had in the game flying this thing for a very long time, because it's literally from my country, and it might be a small thing, but it matters for me, right? So let me know in the comments what you think about it, and yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye guys, see ya.